Good morning and welcome to your dose of Capsule Machina. Today we are working on GX. Maintenance light came on, so gotta do some maintenance. This is the daily driver. Super reliable. I've had it for 4 years now. Going on 5. And minimal, if not any issues at all. So I'm gonna change the oil, clean out that K&N filter, check other things, cabin filter, basic stuff. Just so I can keep driving, keep doing what I gotta do. Real quick and go over some of the upgrades, modifications I did for the GX. Wiring for the all the lights, so I have it on one system. Basic, K&N air filter, so I can just clean it out instead of buying air filters. 3-inch lift, I got Oman Emu springs on some Bilsteins, 5100s. Freedom off-road upper and lower control arms to the front. 17-inch Motegi's. My thought process on the Motegi's is I know they're not as a popular brand as like say, Work or Rays. But this is going to be an off-road rig and I wanted the 17-inch. It's going to be an off-road rig. I'm not going to, if I bang it up, I won't, be too heartbroken if the rims get scratched or whatever. So that was my thought process on the Motegi's. And they're great. I haven't had an issue with them on. I highly suggest them, and they give the same look, same style, but for a fraction of the price. They're wrapped with some Falcon wall peaks. Great tire. They get noisy now because I've had it for 4 years. So, but they're 10-ply, so I use this occasionally to tow things, heavy things. But yeah, they're great. I got an exhaust on it. It's a MBR exhaust. Meant for a 4Runner. I just bent or twisted over the hanger bars or hanger hooks to fit this GX, and it gives it that nice throaty V8 sound. NASFABCO mini ladder. They do make one that has a ladder that goes all the way up and it folds over because GX has this, and I just didn't want to deal with that. I usually just hang spare fuel or water on both packs on this thing, so it's kind of cool. As far as functionality of the ladder, not so much. Mainly just the handle. JW off-road rack. Had that for 4 some odd years. eBay lights that fit right in there, no issues. And another eBay light bar. I mean, it gets the job done whenever I do need to use it. On the inside, it's that control unit I was talking about from Moxbeam. Expedition Off-Road made this little carrier thing here to mount up your phones and all that, your accessories. So I use it for the phones. When I was working and traveling more, I had 2 phones, my work phone and regular phone, so I would have them mounted up so you can have them visible. I use the center one for the radio, and it hooks up. I hardwired it into this here. So you plug your radio in here. There's the main unit from Midland. Great unit. Other than that, the inside is pretty much stock. You do nothing in here. LEDs because you gotta see. Great rig. I mean, I had no issues with it, hardly. Typical things of the age, It did have that that coolant valley seal kind of go bad or leak. So luckily it was still under the extended warranty when I bought it from a used car dealer. And Laguna Niguel, a Mercedes dealership. So I got the extended warranty, they covered it. TPMS sensors went out, extended warranty covered that. I mean, other than that, nothing, no issues. No issues with it at all. So great car, got it, I've had it for over 4 years now. before the whole overland boom. Rock sliders saved my butt a couple of times on the trails. I used to a lot. Take it out and hit some trails, but with work and life, you know, it's hard to escape. But you do, I don't know if you can see it, I've earned my stripes. And when I first started taking it out, like, why are you taking a Lexus out? I'm like, well, it's essentially a Toyota, so why not? It just has some creature comforts inside, which I am very grateful for. So yeah, I'm gonna knock out the basic maintenance on the oil change, checking out the filters, making sure everything's okay, topping everything off. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Shouldn't be too long, hopefully. All right, cool. So I spoke too soon. I mean, whenever you're doing your basic, you know, maintenance and whatever you got planned, you should always look around, always check. And I'm glad I did, because I had to upgrade these spacers here for the KDSS system. Controls that kinetic, dynamic, suspension, something or other system for the GX. So to offset it, because it was really killing bushings, I had to get this readjustment plate, and because of that, it's making contact to my wheel. And you know, on full lock, I felt something, but I always thought, because I never did a body mount chop, so I figured it was something like that. That's the neighbor's 370Z. So now I gotta look into that. Spacers for the wheels, maybe, I don't know. And it's both sides. So cool. You know, it's just something you gotta look out for. Stay safe, especially if you're taking these things off road. Always do a shakedown before and after, making sure things are tight, because I've had some experiences where bolts shook themselves loose, and I was on the trail and we made do with zip ties. So that's a story for another day. But yeah, always check your stuff. Always take a look around when you're up in there, looking for leaks, random things of that nature, you know. You never know. So I'm still in the middle of changing oil, as you can see there. Oh, I didn't show you. So I have one of those valves, so I have to hose up to it. Makes life a little easier. Don't have to keep changing crush washers and all that. Just hit a switch and then boom, starts draining. But to figure this whole thing out, and I don't know if this was happening prior to putting on the spacers or what. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use this paint pen, paint this area here, and then drive it, turn, see if there's any paint transfer. If there is, and I know for sure it's something to do with the spacing of the wheels or what have you, because it does take it out a bit, because originally this part's right up against the lower control arm. And what is that? About 3/4 of an inch or so. So it does make it come out a little bit further. Only thing I can think of is adding a spacer to this setup here to give it some more offset, because these are 0 offset. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. No big. I mean, I've been driving with it for I don't know how many months or so. And so far I haven't had a catastrophic failure, but I don't want one either. So we'll do that, see how it goes. Just wrapped up oil change on the GX. So looks like I may have to get spacers. So yeah, cool. I'll get spacers. Figure it out from there. No biggie. GX community is pretty solid with providing info and their expertise. So that's pretty cool. Posted it on Instagram, and within 5 minutes I had a couple of responses on it. So yeah, since I was at it, had to wash Mama's car. This thing's been neglected. But yeah, got it all clean. Clean, clean, clean for the new year. That's it for now. Thank you for staying tuned into this little session of what is Capsule Machina doing now. Maintenance on the GX pretty much done. Cleaning up the wife's car, done. Thank you, and see you next time.